Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Arc Raiders video. Now if you want to unlock the new area called the Buried City, there's a few things that you're going to have to do first. You're going to have to complete the very first 3 quests. But no worries, I got your back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can complete them, the rewards, and of course, how you can get the mats to complete them, all in today's video. You know what to do, let's go! Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. When you finally make it to Speranza, you're going to have your very first quest called Picking Up the Pieces that can be acquired from Shiny. This one, you just need to visit any area on your map, which is pretty easy and straightforward to do. But what it doesn't show you is that you actually have some other requirements as well that is also included inside of the very first quest. So if you come to any area and you just get up out of there like you see me doing, collected some pretty good loot by the way, that's why I'm getting up out of here, you will then see that you have completed part of the very first quest, which means you're going to have to come back inside of here and do it all over again. As you can see right here, we have completed our very first run, got ourselves a nice little level, nice. But as far as the quest is completed, well, we only need 1 out of 2, and that is because we need to loot 3 containers, as you can see right here. So in order to loot these containers, just go around and basically any area that you run into, if there is a breach, the motion that you have to do is probably a container if it looks like something that you break into, and you need to do that 3 times. Here's one container that you can see right here. Here is a different style of container. Once again, if you see it and you can breach it and search it, it's probably a container. So open up 3 of those and then you will finally be done with the very first quest, picking up the pieces. After that, head back into Speranza and collect your rewards. Now after that, you're going to get actually 2 different quests. Once again, to complete the picking up the pieces, we're going to return to Speranza, back over to Shiny, and pick up our rewards. Sweet. Alright, now that we have our rewards, there's 2 other quests that we have. Clearer Skies, we need to destroy 3 arc enemies and get 3 arc alloys for Shiny, which is not going to be a problem. I'll show you exactly the place to go to do this. We need to obtain 6 wires and obtain a battery for Trash into Treasure. So let's head back up topside and let me show you where I found some items. Of course, a lot of you are going to be random, but I'm going to point you in the right direction where I'm pretty sure you're going to get these items. Alright. First things first, we're up top side right here, and if you are looking for a battery, I found one inside of these type of small little areas, right? They look like abandoned RVs that been structured into an open small little area, kind of, sort of. Let me show you where I found this at so you can keep an eye out for this while you're out. And there's a whole lot of these sitting around. You probably just run right past them trying to go to higher looted areas. But these small little areas right here that you'll find scattered all around the map inside the dam area should probably have some batteries in it. So all around the area you see these small little like abandoned RV type little things. Inside of here is where I found batteries, right? So boom, there we have our industrial battery. Sweet. Now let's do this. We're gonna need to kill some arc enemies. That's pretty straightforward. We need to kill 3 of those along your way. And if you head back up topside, if you don't get it all in one go, you'll probably see that if you return to Shiny, the industrial battery is not counting for whatever reason. That is because you need to recycle it. So recycle the industrial battery once you find one out up topside, and then you can return back to Shiny to complete the quest, obtaining 6 wires and 1 battery. The wires will be pretty much scattered around the same areas and they're pretty easy to acquire. So wires are pretty easy to get, but the battery a little bit hard to find. But there you go. Now we have 3 more things to do. We need to get our alloys and we need to kill arc enemies. The arc enemies are pretty much straightforward. The arc alloys can be acquired from wasp drivers, but you also need wasp driver for upgrading, so you might not want to break these down. But if you do, you can get arc alloys from this, but you should come over to the old battleground area. The reason why I'm telling you this is because this area, there is enemies over here that you can loot, and you can get some of those wasp drivers, which is really good because you're going to need those for upgrading your benches, right? And also you can get arc alloys from some of these enemies around here as well. But the cool thing about this is you won't have to fight any enemies for it. They're already dead. Let me explain. Over here is like an old battleground, and there's going to be a ton of down enemies over here. Small ones, big ones. And you can actually breach some of these. If you come over here and they're already looted, that means somebody's already been over here. But if you come over here and you breach them and you see a little electrical pulse, that's even better. It means you might be getting some really good loot like you're about to see me get, which is absolutely fantastic. But if you come over here, there is a ton of dead enemies over here that you can loot for said arc alloys, just like you see me got right there. And you can get some Rocketeer drivers as well, which you can break down, or you can sell for like 10,000, or you can save for a little bit later if you want to use it for upgrading. So totally up to you, but this is an amazing spot. Make sure you roll out the way if you don't want to get shot like you see me doing right there. And come over here, breach these small little enemies and the bigger ones as well, and you're going to get yourself some amazing loot, including the arc alloy as well, and potentially some Rocketeer drivers too. Now remember, you need to extract with all of this loot or it's not going to count. The enemies that you kill, those are cool. Even if you die and lose all your loot, that's still going to count. But you're going to need that battery and all the other mats and make it safe back to Speranza in order to complete these quests. And after you finish doing all of these things, you will get a cutscene once you finish this up, and the new destination will be unlocked. Just like that, my dude. So if you wanted to unlock the buried city, you're going to have to complete the very first 3 quests. And that is how I got them done. And hopefully this video has helped you out. There's one more thing you need to do. Head back over to Shiny and claim your rewards, which is a nice backpack and another shield. And now you can get the new quest called Off the Radar, and of course you unlock the buried city. So boom, there you have it. That is how you're going to complete the very first 3 quests and unlock the buried city in Arc Raiders. But for right now, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Game, upload a wide variety of videos ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So once again, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.